Imagine this. You casually ask ChatGPT for a handful of lucky numbers. A couple of days pass, your routine rolls on, and then, buzz. A notification pops up. Please collect your lottery winnings. You squint, you laugh it off. You assume it's a scam, you can't believe it. But it isn't. You've actually won. Not a few dollars, 150,000. And then, instead of planning a shopping spree, you decide to give away every last penny. That's the heart of today's story. It starts in Midlothian, Virginia, with a woman named Carrie Edwards, who filled out an online lottery ticket, picked her numbers with a little help from AI, and forgot about it. She wasn't a regular online player. In fact, she was just experimenting. She even clicked a little option called Power Play, which cost an extra dollar and, as you'll see, made a huge difference. When the drawing happened, her ticket matched 4 of the first 5 numbers, plus the Powerball number, turning what would normally be $50,000 into 3 times that amount. One small choice, one small checkmark, and the prize multiplied into a massive, life-changing sum. Carrie didn't learn about the win right away. After 2 days, during a normal meeting, her phone buzzed with that unbelievable message: "Please collect your lottery winnings." Her gut reaction was the same reaction most of us would have. This has to be fake. But after checking and double-checking, reality set in. She had genuinely won. And the moment it became real, she knew exactly what she wanted to do: give it all away. Why? In her words, it felt like a divine windfall, something unexpected, undeserved, and meant to be shared. She didn't wrestle with the decision or make a long list of things to buy. She looked at her life, the blessings she'd already experienced, and felt a responsibility to turn chance into change. So she chose 3 organizations that mean the world to her and split the entire amount evenly among them. The first is an organization focused on frontotemporal degeneration, a disease that causes early-onset dementia. This one is deeply personal to Carrie. She lost her husband to the disease, and anyone who has been a caregiver knows how heavy and bad that journey can be. It isn't just the medical appointments or the unfamiliar terminology. It's the daily uncertainty, the small losses that add up, the way the illness reshapes relationships and routines. For Carrie, supporting this cause is a way to honor her husband's memory and to offer a hand to families who are walking that same difficult path right now. The second is a community farm in Richmond that works on food justice and food equity. If you've never heard those terms, think of them this way: healthy food shouldn't be a luxury. These folks grow fresh produce and get it into neighborhoods where access is limited, places where a grocery store might be far away, where corner stores don't carry fresh fruits and vegetables, or where budgets are so tight that quality food is the first thing to be sacrificed. A farm like this changes that equation. It brings neighbors together, it teaches people how food is grown, and it makes health a community project. Carrie loves their philosophy. When we have something good, time, knowledge, harvest, we share it. That's what makes a community. The third is the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society, an organization close to her heart because of her family's history of service. If you've ever had a parent or loved one in the military, you know the sacrifices aren't just made on the front lines. They're made around kitchen tables, in living rooms, during the long nights when a family waits for a call. This organization steps in with emergency assistance, financial counseling, and compassionate support when families need it most. Carrie grew up understanding that service isn't just a job, it's a bond, and helping those who serve is one of the highest forms of gratitude. Here's what's extraordinary. A story that starts with random numbers becomes a map of what someone values most: health and dignity for families battling a devastating illness, fair access to healthy food, and the belief that neighbors look out for one another, respect and practical help for military families who carry a unique kind of weight. The money has a number, but the meaning is immeasurable. And yes, there's a fun twist here: the role of technology. Did a voice assistant predict winning numbers? Of course not. But the moment is symbolic. We lean on our devices for everything: directions, reminders, entertainment. So why not for a little whimsy, a quick set of numbers? The important part isn't the gadget, it's the human being holding it. A person chose to spend an extra dollar on a multiplier. A person decided, after the shock wore off, to give away every cent. Algorithms don't make values. People do. Think about the ripple effects. $150,000 is a big deal for any single household. But spread across 3 missions, it becomes an engine. It can fund caregiver support groups, help pay for clinical resources, and bring relief to families learning to navigate frontotemporal degeneration. It can put fresh produce into homes where kids have never tasted a strawberry straight from the vine, or learned how herbs smell when you rub them between your fingers. It can help a young military family cover an unexpected bill, keep the lights on, or get sound advice that prevents a small setback from becoming a crisis. Every dollar becomes a life-changing story of resilience, of nourishment, of hope. There's another layer here. Grief and generosity often live side by side. Losing a spouse is shattering. Some people retreat to survive the pain. Others reach outward and turn memory into motion. Carrie's choice says, "I remember, and I refuse to let that memory end with loss." She's transforming personal sorrow into collective support. That's not just charity, that's alchemy. And if we're honest, most of us have daydreamed about a sudden windfall. We imagine the car, the trip, the house, the debt wiped clean. Nothing wrong with that. It's human. But this story invites a different question. If unexpected money fell into your lap, how much of it would you want to convert into kindness? Who would you call first? Whose burden would you lighten? What problem has tugged at you for years? The one you rant about at dinner but never knew how to help? A surprise like this is a spotlight. It reveals what we care about when excuses fall away. When Carrie talks about feeling blessed, she doesn't mean life is perfect. She means that when good lands in your lap, by grace, by chance, by effort, you have an opportunity to turn it outward. That may not be the obvious choice in a world that shouts, "Take more, keep more, be more." But it's the kind of choice that changes rooms, changes days, sometimes changes lives. So here's where I'll leave you. A woman in Virginia asked AI for numbers, and suddenly she won a prize she never planned for, and turned it into help for strangers she'll never meet. 3 causes, 1 message. When we receive, we can choose to release. If her story stirred something in you, follow that nudge. Pick a cause that matters to your heart. Start small. Start now. And if you ever do get that impossible notification, please collect your winnings. You won't need to wonder what to do next. You'll already know.